Blissful Vistas in beautiful suburban San Diego, California. It is the day before Christmas Eve. I'm not sure that's a holiday. In fact, I think it's a very busy day for most people rushing out to get all those last minute things done, which I hope you've gotten finished already. But in any case, this is the last, probably the last video before Christmas, and I just want to catch up on a couple of things, our t-shirt winners, and talk a little bit about our plans for 2020. So just a little bit of an update as we go along here. Bear with us, and we're going to cover a little bit of ground. It's all going to be inside the garage, inside the man cave, because it's raining. In fact, we have rain all week in Southern California. Looks like it's going to turn out to be another wet year. So these guys got to stay in the garage, and so do I, and by extension, therefore, so do you. In any case, we'll catch up. So earlier in the year, let me begin again. So earlier in the year, we had a t-shirt giveaway. I won't call it a contest, really, because there was no part of a contesting sort of nature about it, but it was really an opportunity for me to pay back to the community a little bit and have some fun. I had gone to the DUCATI Museum in Italy and toured there, bought a t-shirt at the museum for myself and another one that I fully intended to give away, and ended up actually getting two others because I thought, hey, I want to make this international as well. I know one of the limitations to some of the things that are done is being able to share on an international level. So I did have the three shirts, got them. We announced the giveaway, and there were three people, of course, for the three shirts. Gentleman in India, Prakash, and a gentleman up right not too far from my neck of the woods in Irvine, California, about 60 miles as the crow flies from here. And then another gentleman. They're all three gentlemen, by the way, and devastatingly handsome, as you'll see. The other gentleman was down in the great state of New Mexico. By the way, if you ever want a tour, I can recommend New Mexico is one of the most beautiful places you will have the opportunity to see in these here great nifty 50 United States. But his name is Tomman, and Tom had some concerns about sharing pictures on the internet with a lot of people he didn't know. And we can say whatever we want about that, but it's his choice, essentially. He can do. Now, I've contacted him. He's put the pictures of himself with the shirt up on Flickr, but I haven't got an answer back, so I won't be able to add his photos to this particular release. But I do have them from Prakash and also from AJ, Fun with AJ. Now, all three of these gentlemen have video channels, have channels up on YouTube, and you can go and see some of the things that they've done on YouTube, and I highly recommend you do. Prakash has done some wonderful time lapses, nighttime photography. He has the artist's soul, I guess the rest of us would love to have. Fun with AJ has got a cool little, Ducati monster. Rides it around Irvine, terrorizes Irvine with it. And Tomman does some actual track riding. He's even got a vlog he's done up on the internet of him enjoying some trackside time. So I will be adding those photographs of these gentlemen, except for Tomman, to this particular video release, and wish them well. It was really a bit of a journey to get it all done, a little more complicated than I had imagined. After all, we're just sending a t-shirt. We're not trying to build a boiler somewhere, but it turned out to be, there were a couple of complications. Got it done. I'm very happy we're going to get it in before the end of the year, and that brings us full circle on the whole t-shirt deal. A lot of fun for me, a lot of fun, and enjoying very much paying it forward, I guess you might say that. Anyway, a lot of fun for me. All right, let's shift gears and talk just a little bit about what's on for 2020. So I'm probably violating all kinds of vlog rules here by exposing different parts and hopping around a little bit, but it's kind of fun. I'm showing off the man cave and can't go outside, so this is as close as I can get to being outside on today. I want to talk a little bit about the things that I'd like to get accomplished for my little channel, just shy of 5,000 subscribers, by the way, which mind blown, but it is kind of fun that got that many people that do tune in and watch them from time to time. They tend to attract a few hundred viewers. Each one I post gets a few hundred viewers, and I'm very happy with that modest number because it's sort of interesting. People say just a few hundred viewers. What does that mean to you? Or a couple hundred, or whatever the number is. And actually, that's a lot of people. I couldn't have them all in the house at the same time. So this is me extending my circle of friendship and my circle of acquaintanceships out there. Let's call it the fraternity of motorcycle riding out there for a lot more people and a lot more reach and a lot more contact than I could hope to do just on a one-to-one basis. So I want to continue that going forward into 2020. We're going to do some more ride type videos around the local area here because this is just an astonishingly beautiful place to live, and very fortunate to have the roads that we do, some of the nicest carving type roads around for motorcycle riding. It really favors doing it, and I'm blessed in that I can do it on mostly off traffic days. Now, having said that, does usually happen. I end up behind somebody, but not like having to commute bumper to bumper on a highway somewhere, which is which is and would not be a particularly entertaining thing to do, I believe, for a vlog. Met a couple of local people, and I'm going to incorporate them into some of these rides. One is a young guy named Kevin Carrera. I'll show you his picture. At the moment, we're not sure if he's going to keep that and carry it on. At the moment, he's got a Honda CBR 1000 RR, race replica. It's not a race replica, but it's in the colors of the Honda racing team. It's a spectacular looking machine, has great exhaust sound coming from it, and he's a young guy. So we'll do a few rides together with Kevin, and hopefully with some of the other local motorcycle riders around here, weather permitting. We're not going to do it in the rain. It's just not worth it. We have too many sunny days, so bear with me. You poor people that live in places that do have something called winter, we do have it. It's not even going to be 60 today, so there you go. There's a California winter. So that's one of the things that we'll be doing, continuing with the rides for the channel. The other thing that we'll be doing, we'll be continuing with some minor mods. Won't be doing too many mods on the Ducati because, my goodness, that thing has had about everything done to it that can possibly be done. We will do a few more tasteful type mods. I hope they're tasteful mods on the Tuono. Jarrett Campisi just had his bike giveaway, and his bike giveaway on the immediate past season was a 2018 Tuono. This is a 2017, and I got some inspiration from him. I'm going to do a couple of things that he had done to his, and share putting those on, doing the modifications. I'm very much a hands-on kind of a person, although hopefully at this stage of my life I know my limitations. So there are some things that I will be doing on my own. We won't let the cat out of the bag just yet on that, though, but we'll do them, and we'll share the build and the way we do it here in the man cave. Okay, let's wrap this up with the last comments. Okay, the last question that comes up relatively often with people I talk to, family and friends, is what I'm going to do about having two motorcycles. I mentioned many times I do not need two motorcycles, especially two as great and as sporting as these. However, I don't have to sell either. I'm in a very fortunate position that way, in that there's no incumbent necessity on me to sell one or the other. But it does make sense that one day I'm going to have to come to a decision point and decide which I keep, which will become the primary and ultimately only writing machine that I have. That I don't want to do until well into 2020. If I had an ambition for this machine and something that I would dearly like to do, I would like to have it at least long enough for me to meet with Jarrett, and it'd be great if Dot over there, although he's in Pennsylvania, to meet with Jarrett either in Santa Barbara or have him come down here and reintroduce him to the machine, start it up, ride it, go on a ride, share that with everybody, and I just think that would be great. I think that would be awesome to reintroduce Jarrett and this magnificent machine that he built a little more than a year later now, and 2 bike builds later, and go on a ride, share that with the general public out there. I think that would be just awesome. So that's my #1 ambition for the Ducati, other than just to keep enjoying it. Every time I get on this thing, I have to say I have a big smile. I love coming out just looking at it. I get a smile on my face and I think, man, oh man, how lucky can a guy be? So that's an ambition, and that's certainly a reason that I'll keep it at least for some period of time. The other side is, as the person that actually won this machine, I feel a little bit of a responsibility. And that responsibility, I think, is to share with the general public out there, those Patreons that supported this build and those people that watch Jarrett's channel and see him build these machines. I feel like I have a responsibility as the custodian of this machine to share my ownership experience and to let them have a window into this Ducati V4S full carbon build as much as I possibly can. And I think that that's part of what comes with the machine being gifted in this way. Hopefully, partially my gift back to the motorcycle riding community is to share the overall experience on video rides, vlogging, and also on what my experience has been via the ownership. And that's one thing I'll do hopefully before the end of the year, but probably not. I'm just thinking that the schedule's getting pretty crowded. I will do a 1-year full ownership review of the Phantom here, and I will share the ownership travails, the positives and the negatives, and hopefully that will be also interesting to people, understanding. I already did on one on what it costs to win a free motorcycle. It ain't free, little hint. You do have to pay for things like a license and insurance. But to share the experience through that year, and that'll be a static vlog. We'll do that in the garage somewhere. So I think that's also part of what I owe the overall motorcycling community out there. And that will be the plans at the moment for the Phantom. So there you have it. Hopefully you will stick with me through this. I'd love to make it to that 5,000 subscriber mark. Why? I have no particular idea. It just seems cool to me. I can't believe that I do have 5,000 subscribers. That's a lot of fun. I think that's a lot of friends, and I consider them friends. The interesting thing about having 5,000 subscribers is that you release a video and you get a few hundred, depending upon the subject content, what time of day it goes out. There's plenty of competition out there. You'll get a few hundred views, anywhere from 100 to several hundred to a couple of thousand views. And I think it's kind of curious the way that works out. But it's very fun for me, and I think about doing these YouTube video logs as a way to share, again, I feel the responsibility to share the overall experience and share my San Diego with the whole world out there. Really fun. Anyway, that brings us to a close. That's an update. Congratulations again to the t-shirt people. I will try and think of some other giveaway in 2020. Not too sure how that'll be. Will not be the motorcycle, by the way, so don't even bother. Can't afford to do that. But we will do some kind of a sharing thing, and there will be more sunny days in San Diego. You can count on that. Anyway, season's greetings, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, however you wish to celebrate from the heart here at Whistle Vistas in beautiful suburban San Diego, California. Best wishes for you and yours as we head into the year